Well, next month, speaking of planning, the curtain will be rising on a new season at the Children's Theater Company. And there are some new faces working behind the scenes this year. Joining us now is new managing director for the Children's Theater Company, Jill A. Anderson. Nice to meet you. Congratulations on the new position. We say new. However, that's kind of new with a twist because you're new to this role. But you talk about your very first role with the Children's Theater Company when?
It's a little wild to be back. I started in the basement as a telemarketer in 1999 when I was a student in the theater department at the U. So in my interview, I said, I've been raising money for Children's Theater Company since 1999. But I worked as a backstage run crew member. I worked in telemarketing, asking folks to contribute to the theater or buy subscriptions. So it's a pretty beautiful full arc to be back after 23 years since I've left the cities.
Yeah, you've been away for a while, but talk about, I mean, this must be wonderful to be coming home.
It sure is.
But also being able to do this hugely creative job. And just talk about what this transition's been like.
You know, CTC is one of those companies that all of us who work in the field around the country look to as a leader, so that the artistic work is so impeccable and has been built over so many decades of wonderful effort by our artists, by our staff, support from the community. So to be able to be part of the group leading the organization forward, and my partner Rick Dildine and I are so fortunate that we've come into an institution that is strong, that is healthy, that has an incredible board and staff, a great season of shows planned, and only a bright future ahead.
And talk about that. I mean, what you see for the future, because, you know, we love the Children's Theater Company for what it is, and all those things that we've, you know, the Grinch, we see year after year, and it's just tradition, right?
Exactly.
But then also you want to put your own spin on it and navigate your own waters in some ways.
Absolutely, and I think this first year we have the delight of being able to use the season that Peter Brocious and the team have programmed, so that Rick and I can settle in, observe, and really start our planning for the years to come. And I think we're both just such big fans of the CTC of today that folks will certainly, there won't be a wild sea change, I'm sure, but a chance for us to build on that strength. I'm so excited about all the new plays that we're developing. So for so long, the same material has been used at children's theaters around the country, and a lot of it is excellent, but we know there are communities whose stories are not represented on our stages. And so to work with partners to build new plays for youth and multi-generational audiences, very exciting.
And one of the first shows, Moya by Zip Zap Circus. The name is just fun, but you said you haven't even seen this yet, so what is this about?
They are coming to us from South Africa. They are a circus group from Cape Town of really youth performers, or folks who've grown up from being youth performers, who are telling the life story of one of their own members through circus arts. You will see spectacular things in that show. That starts September 12th and leads us into drawing lessons, which opens in October, which is one of those new plays I mentioned, cultivated with partners around the country, and it will be a great story for our families to see.
And beyond that, what are you looking for? I mean, the whole season is amazing.
You've teased the holiday extravaganza. So a little over 2 months of Grinch. We're excited to bring that production back to our community. Like you said, it's a family tradition for so many people. And the 2025, 3 shows remaining, finishing with Frozen in the spring, will be fantastic.
Talk about just that process of, you know, you have to plan years in advance, or at least, you know, the next year.
Absolutely. A lot of theaters do plan during one year for the next, but there's an increasing movement in the field to plan further ahead, like our partners in some other fields do. So Rick and I are talking about building that arc where we have a real sense of where we're headed for the next 2, 3, 4 years worth of shows, so that we can just be putting things in place and locking in our choices to give folks a chance to prepare for them a little more.
Well, we're glad that for you and Rick, it's a good partnership, and we're excited about the new season.
Thank you so much.
And congrats again on the new position. Appreciate it.